Okay then, dude, so we're going to do like a little tiny mock test. So just going to work on a little bit of sat nav driving, okay?
Yeah.
Alright, so obviously you're responsible for us.
You will arrive at your destination at 4:18
Just like your real
p.m.
test, this little mock test. When we get to that destination, then we'll review it, okay?
Okay.
Alright, so when you're ready, I'd like you to move off when safe to do so.
After 200 yards, enter the roundabout and take the third exit, B4534, midway. Enter the roundabout and take the third exit. After 300 yards, enter the roundabout and take the second exit, B4534, midway. Enter the roundabout and take the second exit. After 200 yards, enter the roundabout and take the third exit, B4534, Whitehill Way. Enter the roundabout and take the third exit.
I can't believe how big that pothole is in the middle of the road. Honestly, it's a joke.
After 200 yards, enter the roundabout and take the second exit, B4534, Whitehill Way. Enter the roundabout and take the second exit. After 200 yards, enter the roundabout and take the third exit, B4534, Whitehill Way. Enter the roundabout and take the third exit. After 200 yards, enter the roundabout and take the first exit, B4553, Tewkesbury Way. Enter the roundabout and take the first exit. yards, enter the roundabout and take the third exit, Pevensey Way. Enter the roundabout and take the third exit. Take the exit, Pevensey Way, then enter the roundabout and take the first exit, Stokesa Drive. After 100 yards, enter the roundabout and take the first exit. Enter the roundabout and take the first exit. After 200 yards, turn right, Stokesa Drive. Turn right. At the end of the road, turn left, Flint Hill, then you have reached your destination.
Okay then, mate, don't turn left at the end of the road. The end of the road, please turn right. So please ignore the Sat Nav. Okay, so the end of the road, please turn right.
Turn left, then you have reached your destination.
Just park on the left, just by that lamppost. So there's like a random lamppost on the left. Just park there for us, would you please? So just tuck in a little bit because this is where we're going to finish. As in this part of it, that's not. That's our relationship. Alright. Okay, then turn off the engine. Right, let's go take this away. Okay then. So what do you think I'm going to say to you?
When we come out that first roundabout, I kept the indicator on, and
yeah.
two, I didn't take my foot off the exit. It was almost in speed.
Yeah, so spot on. Okay, so what did you do a little bit wrong before that? So a minor before that, right at the very beginning.
I didn't do my 6 point.
No, you did do your 6-point check. You did do your POM. You didn't indicate. I just would have indicated right. You've got another learner, red car on the right. Just done the right reverse, so just reversing back. They're looking to go. So what you're worried about is they might not necessarily know that you're actually moving off.
Okay.
So if you would have indicated right, we'll just have emphasised that you were going. So I'd definitely give you a minor for that. Yeah. And so just be careful of that. Then obviously, like you said, when you turn right at the roundabout, the first roundabout, you indicated left, which is the right thing to do to come off. Just left the left indicator on a bit too long. It wasn't misleading because obviously there's no minor roads on the left. And like you said, you didn't come off the gas when you went to go into third gear, car revved up, pulled forward a little bit, getting a little bit stressed, and then you lost the indicator. And then at that point I said to you,
calm down.
Yeah, breathe. I said, come on mate, breathe. Right. And what was the next faults, would you say?
I don't really know, I don't really.
It's quite a competent drive for the level that you're at. Because you think this has been honest, this is the second time you've been to Swindon, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's not like you've done like millions of lessons with your mum and dad and stepdad and everyone else, you know. So, you know, for what the stage you're at, I'm very pleased. But to make it better, just be careful. Like, so for example, we're following the road ahead at the roundabout. So we're following the road ahead at the roundabout, say at the 5 ways. There's like 3 exits before, so you got like 2 lefts and then ahead for third exit. You should have indicated left really to help the flow of traffic between the second and third exits. So as soon as you went past the second exit, it'd have been good if you would have indicated left.
Okay.
Just to help the flow of traffic, so oncoming traffic know then that you're definitely coming off. Don't get me wrong, your position was good, so I'm not kicking off. And it was a couple of times on some of the roundabouts, if you've got a big enough gap between the exits,
Yeah.
so say you're following the road ahead, second exit, if you've got a big enough gap between the first and the second, which can warrant an indicator, yeah, that'll not be funny, mate. Honestly, I'd indicate.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe a tiny bit of straight lining, so when you watch a video back, so what I mean by straight lining is,
Keep it in. It's going. You're kind of going off a bit.
yeah, so basically, following the road ahead, you should keep the car over to the left lane, 6 to 12 rule, stay over to your left, and basically what happens is you're sort of drifting a bit too far over to the right.
Okay.
All right, so in other words, literally as it says on the can, straight lining, rather than like going forward and then bringing the car over to the left and then coming off, you're just going straight for it.
Okay.
Okay, and obviously you don't want to be drifting into someone else's lane. Yeah, it wasn't horrific, so I'm not going to make a mountain out of a molehill because I ain't made that way. All right,
Yeah.
turning left at Tewkesbury Cross, I was thinking, come on mate, let's get going, and fair play, you did go. A little bit late with indication as well, so like looking at your hand, thinking you think about indicating. Then we're turning right for Toot Hill. Now this is probably your worst roundabout because I did save you.
On the gears.
Yeah. All right, now obviously your driving examiner can't save you. It's not because they're horrible, because obviously they got to make sure that you can drive, well, you can demonstrate you can drive safely on your own.
Yeah, yeah.
So basically, when you come to that roundabout, you come up a tiny bit fast, you're in fourth gear, so your organisation wasn't very good. Your positioning was okay, but your speed was a little bit fast, henceforth. Then when we stopped, I don't want to exaggerate, you know, it was a tiny little bit of abrupt when we stopped. It's unsettled you, read it well to go, but obviously just wasn't organised. And if you tried to go in fourth, you would have stalled. Now, because we had a van behind us, all right, I just thought, because it's a lesson, it's not a test, you know, it's a lesson, so I just literally slipped into number one for you, just so we didn't stall, because you would have stalled, mate.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so I just slipped in number one, we went across. Yeah, you probably felt when I pushed the clutch down. Then we stayed to the right. Now, the same roundabout, basically, what did you do wrong on that big roundabout, do you think?
No, I didn't indicate.
Should have broke away a bit sooner.
Okay.
So once you've gone past that second exit, I'd have got your mirror checks in, all right, a little bit sooner than you did. As soon as you go past that second exit, I'd have got my mirror checks in, I'd have indicated left, and if it's safe, then I'd have began to start to break away. Now, you've got to be very careful of people like rinsing up on the inside. Another car's been a bit aggressive. Obviously, if someone is rinsing up on the inside, what do you think you should do?
Just keep the line. Like, stay there.
Yeah, so keep to your position to the right.
Right side, yeah.
Yeah, so position to the right. And if necessary, go all the way around the roundabout again.
Yeah, yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
Bit frustrating maybe, but it's better than crashing, because I promise you will at one stage, some point in your driving career, you will think, what on earth is this person doing? All right, so you know, I hope that never happens to you, but you check your mirrors and you think, oh gosh, he's coming up on the inside really fast, then obviously it's going to be a lot safer than just to carry on going around that roundabout, okay?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so just be careful of that. So you broke away a little bit late, and I'll show you on the video, and then it make perfect sense. And then we come up to the roundabout, we turn left, come up, then we turn right, then we come up here, and then we turn right. Maybe tiny bit early with the indication, because obviously got the minor road for the school, but I think that's been a tiny bit pedantic. Try and bring your mirror checks in a little bit more as well. Your mirrors was not perfect. They were a little bit inconsistent.
Okay.
So I felt that you missed your mirrors 3 times, which is obviously not good. So what does your MSM routine stand for?
Mirror signal maneuver.
Yeah. All right, so you know it, so you just got to make sure you do it. And why do you want to check your mirrors? Why do you check your mirrors for?
In case someone's coming on the inside of you.
Yeah, to make sure it's safe. So if you don't look, you don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
God, I sound like your dad, don't I? All right, so yeah, on a serious note, like, it is true. If you don't look, you don't know. So make sure that you do bring them in, all right? And I'll show you the video now, all right?
Yeah, okay, cool.